Active and passive voice. In this module, you learn about active and passive voice. The voice of a verb tells us whether the subject of a sentence performs or receives the action. In English, there are two voices, active and passive. In active voice, the subject performs the action expressed by the verb. In passive voice, the subject receives the action expressed by the verb. Now let's take a look at the transformation of sentences from active voice to passive voice and vice versa. For example, my mother baked a cake. This sentence is an active voice as the subject, that is my mother, is the doer, the action which is baking a cake. Now if we write the same sentence in passive voice, it'll become, a cake was baked by my mother. Notice that the subject and the object have interchanged their places. There are many changes involved in transforming the sentences from active to passive, like subject becomes object. That is, the subject in passive voice is not the doer of the action. For example, she has written a letter. Will change to, a letter was being written by her. And here the subject, a letter, is not the doer of the action. The verb undergoes a change by the addition of an auxiliary verb, like is, am, are, was, were, been, being, with the past participle. For example, Rita ate an ice cream will get transformed to, an ice cream was eaten by Rita. Here ate became eaten, and an auxiliary verb was has been added, since the sentence in active voice was in simple past. Vague agents may be omitted in the passive voice. For example, in the sentence, somebody sent me a card. The subject is unknown or vague, so in passive voice we can do away with the object. Therefore the sentence will become, a card was sent to me. Question statements are transformed as follows. Who broke this needle? Is an active voice. By whom was this needle broken? Is in passive voice. While changing from active to passive, the tense is modified with helping verbs as follows. He eats an apple. The sentence is in simple present tense will change to an apple is eaten by him, where eaten is the past participle form of the verb eats. Similarly, she's reading a book will transform to, a book is being read by her.
பாருங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், இந்த ஷீயோட ப்ரனவுன் ஹர், ஓகே, அதை ரைட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இது ப்ரெசன்ட் கண்டினியூஸ், அதில் இஸ் பீயிங்னு மாற்றி ரைட் பண்ணுவாங்க. இப்போ ரீடிங்கை வந்து ரீடுன்னு வரும், ஓகேவா? ஓகே.